Ready? Start. MCL is a Government of India undertaking. By the end of 1993, 38 vacancies of Majdoors Category 1 ITI had occurred in the MCL. MCL sent a requisition to the local employment exchange for sending a list of eligible candidates for filling up the said vacancies. The local employment exchange, in response to that requisition, sponsored 664 candidates. Out of these 664 candidates, 375 candidates submitted their biodata. After scrutiny of the biodata of these candidates, MCL called 316 candidates for the written test. Pursuant thereto, 289 candidates appeared for the same on October 29, 1995. They were also called for trade test in different batches during the period December 26, 1995 to January 5, 1996. Finally, 240 candidates secured qualifying marks. There is a dispute of fact about merit list, as according to the contesting private respondents writ petitioners before High Court, a merit list comprising 226 ITI candidates was prepared by the MCL, as were found suitable in all respects, but MCL denies having prepared a merit list of 226 candidates for employment. However, it is an admitted position that of the candidates who secured qualifying marks, 24 were given appointment as Majdoor Category 1 ITI, 14 vacancies in the trade of auto electrician, and 9 vacancies in scheduled caste and scheduled tribe category could not be filled up due to non-availability of the candidates. Subsequently, it appears that fresh 84 vacancies of Majdoor Category 1 ITI occurred, and MCL requested the local employment exchange for their permission to fill up fresh vacancies from amongst the candidates who had qualified in the written test and the trade test conducted as above. There was no response from the local employment exchange to that requisition, and accordingly MCL filled up 51 vacancies out of 84 fresh vacancies by giving employment to those candidates who had already undergone the apprenticeship with them in the year 1991 to 92. The present appellants are amongst those candidates. The private respondents herein and few others aggrieved by the appointment of the appellants and some others to the post of Majdoor Category 1 ITI, having been given preference as they had undergone the apprenticeship with the MCL, filed various writ petitions before the High Court of Orissa. They prayed that appointments given to 51 such appointees be quashed. They also prayed for their writ petitioners' absorption in the vacant post without calling them to appear for fresh written test and or interview. MCL and its functionaries who were impleaded as respondents in the writ petition filed their counter affidavit and contested the writ petitions on diverse grounds. The defense of the MCL was that the preference was given to the apprentices who had undergone training with them in the interest of the company, as coal mines use very specific and specialized high value heavy earth moving machines like drain line, shovels, dumpers, heavy duty dredgers, drills, and cranes, and those who have been extensively trained on these machines are of much use than the candidates who were trained in other industries not dealing with heavy earth moving machines. MCL justified their action on the basis of a decision of this court in UP State Road Transport Corporation and another versus UP Parivahan Nigam, Sishuks, Berozgar Sangh and others. It was submitted by MCL that the preference to MCL apprentices was not influenced by any consideration other than the interest of the company. It is pertinent to mention here that neither the appellants nor other whose appointments were challenged in the writ petitions were impleaded initially. It was after 10 years or so that the present appellants were impleaded as party respondents in the writ petitions. On their impleadment and service of notice, the present appellants filed their counter affidavit in opposition to the writ petitions and denied the claim of the writ petitioners. The High Court vide its judgment dated May 2, 2008, however, held that MCL ought to have filled up the newly sanctioned 51 post of Majdoor category 1 ITI from the merit list prepared earlier strictly in the order of merit, and no preference could have been given to those who had undertaken apprenticeship with MCL. The High Court accordingly directed MCL to fill up 51 posts strictly in the order of merit list.